everyone. Good morning. Through this program, it was really an honor to get FaceTime with these trailblazers in our community in a really comfortable setting, and that's very difficult to accomplish just on your own in general. And knowing how busy the lives all these people are, and you just heard from these people that I got to know through this past year, Teddy Zee, Herman Li, Chiang, Julie Fong, Charlie Wu, Stewart, Kwoh, and my mentor Brian Sun. And I am just extremely lucky, as well as all the other mentees in last year's program. And I myself have learned something about mentoring. I mentor younger law students or college students, and no matter what age you're at or where you're at professionally, you can always benefit from mentoring. And mentoring to me means relationship building and sharing that benefits both parties. And a successful and meaningful relationship requires an investment. And these C-100 members, as busy as they are, really invested in us, the mentees. And they gave us an opportunity to meet with just not our assigned mentor, but with all the mentors in the local C-100 program. And that was meaningful because I got to go outside of my professional circle and meet people that I would otherwise have not been able to have met. So I really appreciated the talks that we had. They were very candid, and you might have all realized, but these people are very, very down to earth, and they know where their roots are and the route that they've traveled. And they genuinely wanted to give us guidance because they understood the value of what it means to have someone help you along the way. And I know, and I also speak for my mentee class and for many of you out there, is that all of us work really hard, and these C-100 members have also really worked hard. So that really fostered a mutual respect in the mentor and mentee relationship. So I will not forget that, and I feel very indebted to C-100 for that. And I do have to speak about the mentee class that I was part of, the inaugural class. We were a very intimate group, and that really allowed us to get to know each other. We had our own separate events from the mentors, and that I know will establish a networking relationship in the future. My mentee class are, I believe, rising stars in their fields, and I truly respect them. And I know they will be the next generation C-100. So the program has fostered relationships with not just the mentors, but also other young leaders that I consider as my contemporaries. Overall, this program has greatly exceeded my expectations, and as part of this inaugural class, we want this program to continue to thrive and to get better every year. So I encourage all of you to participate, and you can ask me any questions afterwards. I'm happy to answer them. Thank you, and thank you to all the mentors.
Thank you, Stewart. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, C-100 members, for putting this program together. In the next 2 minutes, I'd like to just share 2 points of growth that I've experienced throughout this program. The first one is inspiration, and the second one is polish. These are the 2 things that I've kind of grew throughout the time. As I was preparing for this, I reflected back about a year ago and looked at myself where I was. I was finishing up my 5th year volunteering at the Asian Professional Exchange. I did 3 years as Director of Finance, 1 year VP of Operations, and then 1 more year as e-board. And I was trying to figure out what else is there to do. And Apex, like the gift that keeps on giving, recommended that I apply for the C-100 mentorship. And I was lucky enough to get chosen by Julie Fong. And I just want to give one example of inspiration that Julie Fong, I mean, she's already been here for 3 hours talking about all these sacrifices that she's made. But one specific example was when she prepared for the C-100 conference back in 2008, and probably 2009 and 2010. We were putting together these videos for these award shows. She doesn't get paid for this. She does it for C-100, and she does it to fulfill this vision of putting together or bridging the understanding between China and the US. And it's inspiring. After 5 years of Apex, after all of this, it inspires me again with a fresh wind of doing more service. So that is one area. The second area that gives me growth for being involved in this program is polish. Just being associated with this program is enough to give you confidence, give you more poise. And now that I've graduated from this, I feel more confident, I have higher expectations for myself, and I encourage all of you guys to apply for this program and go through this growth process. So, thank you.
Being a part of this program has been a tremendous experience. And it's been tremendous because growing up, I didn't know any Chinese people outside of my family and my small circle of relatives. And so I didn't have any role models of Chinese descent that I could look up to. People who could be a living example to me that a person with an Asian face or a Chinese face could achieve success at the highest reaches of American society. And that's why being part of this program has been so important to me personally, because these individuals here are extraordinary. And just being in their company, knowing what they've achieved, knowing the barriers that they've broken, that as a kid I didn't think could be broken by a Chinese person, all that has really inspired me and given me courage and confidence and motivation to lift the vision for my own life to higher heights. But this program is more than just rubbing shoulders with influential people. What I've found to be most valuable about it is the personal attention and the one-on-one relationship that you build with a specific mentor or mentors. And I just want to give two examples. I've been very fortunate to have Julie Fong as my mentor. And she has given me the opportunity to work on 2 projects with her. And in the process, I have learned so much. Because when you see someone at work and achieving the high level of excellence and perfection that she strives for, it shows you how you need to follow in your own path. And also I want to thank Teddy Zee, because I was talking to him at an event about a project I was working on, and a few days later he contacted me with a very similar opportunity. And so when a Hollywood icon extends himself to you without you asking for it, that really makes an impression. And that is really the opportunity you have with this program, is that you don't just have one mentor, but you're initiated into a community of mentors who will, you can reach out to them or they could reach out to you. And so I would highly encourage you to apply to this program and avail yourself of this opportunity. And if you're fortunate enough to be accepted, to really make the most of it. Thank you very much.